All right, guys, welcome back to the MVM Show for another episode. I got some good friends here today in the studio. It's nice when it's not just a phone call, but you got them with you right here. And then also, like I was been telling you guys, we got the YouTube channel, the MVM Show. If you haven't already, check it out. It's kind of a cool, I guess you would say, a different take on it. You can watch it. You know, I know they're kind of long. They're always 45 minutes to an hour long. We just had a recent one that was like an hour and 38 minutes, so I didn't even want to stop that one. It was military stuff. But anyways, so if you guys want to go on there and check it out, I know a lot of people like doing that. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe to the MVM Show and stay up all to date. We've already got episode 46 and 47, I think, on there as of right now, and we're just going to keep putting them all on there, so check it out. All right, today we are going to talk about the next generation of duck hunters, and I think I have nothing better than the perfect people to have in here for that, is the true guys that are going to be the next generation. I got Adam Teaney and John Teaney, brothers. Adam, how old are you?
18.
18, and John?
13.
13 years old. Okay, so we got two different aspects. We got the 36-year-old, we got the 18-year-old, and even in lower than that, we got John who's 13. I think you're getting ready to be 14, right?
Yeah, in like a month.
Okay. Now, these guys, they have their own YouTube channels. John has Grinded It Out. You guys can check him out on YouTube. He has duck hunting, fishing, all that kind of good stuff, reviews. And so does John. John has Whacking and Stacking Outdoors. And these guys aren't afraid to talk. So, I mean, I know, you know, when you're constantly holding the camera up and you're talking to it, you get a little bit more at ease. Not that you don't make mistakes and it's hard, but compared to someone that doesn't, it's a lot easier. But so John's not afraid to talk. It was kind of funny when I was going around making that junior hunt video, get to you and you're just like, I was like, yeah, you could tell who
Been thinking about it for a while.
who does the YouTube and has a little practice, but anyone can do it if you put your mind to it. So just kind of want to throw that out there, but let's get started on the topics. I want to ask, and I'm gonna have to bounce. I'll pick on Adam first because he's older, so he can we'll put the pressure more on him. But Adam, I would truly like to know. So I don't really know, how did you get into duck hunting? Like what was it?
I started watching Johnny's videos and your videos, but it was funny because Dad's never really been into duck hunting. You know that he's been more of a bear hunter, hog hunter, deer hunter. Our family's more been big game, and so we'd be watching a deer hunting video or bear hunting video or something, and a duck hunting ad will pop up. We're like, psh, duck hunting, stupid duck hunting. It's a waste of time.
And so you talk smack too, John.
Oh yeah,
Adam.
yeah. I was one of those guys. So I don't know. I just started watching Johnny's videos, and I've always liked dove hunting. So I don't know what the difference was really between duck hunting and dove hunting. So watched Johnny's videos, and it looked fun. Johnny ended up, I think, was Johnny the first one to take me?
Yeah.
I actually went duck hunting with Chris Burgess when I was little.
Oh, really?
But that was before I was even, I was afraid to shoot a 12 gauge, so I didn't even fire a shell. It was a slow day. But yeah, I think it was Johnny, right?
Yeah.
That took me, and I got that hinge shoveler. That was pretty fun. So
then
I got hooked. It was something like you said, I've heard you say before, the rush is like when you set the hook when you're bass fishing. Right. When you see the duck coming in locked up, it's just like setting the hook bass fishing. It's the adrenaline. So yeah, that kind of got me started. And then so I just had to get waders basically and shotgun, which I already had, and went with Johnny, and that kind of got me started. And watching videos, learning stuff from you guys, and then slowly getting into it. We got all our decoys and stuff. Started going out on my own a little bit this year. So it's been the first year on my own.
Plus getting older and stuff.
Yeah, getting older. And
no, I'm just curious, and it's gonna be hard to you to answer this without being partial, probably, because you're right in front of me, obviously. But I'm curious. Well, let's just do this then. Let's not even talk about me. Like Johnny, doing like videos and you watching him. Do you think that helped you as someone that didn't know, has never been duck hunting, never done it before? Talking about back then. Do you think it actually helped you in certain ways?
Yeah.
When you went duck hunting?
Yeah, it definitely did. Watching videos and reading comments too about what people had to say.
Really?
And stuff, and like questions about the video and stuff. So like going out with you and Johnny definitely helped a lot, because like when I shot that shoveler, I remember I shot it, went down, I went over there and got it, picked it up, and he went and picked up his. He's like, "Is it a hinge shoveler?" I'm like, "It's a duck." I didn't even know anything. I didn't know there was anything besides a mallard. So Bird ID definitely helped a lot. The videos and everything.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
Because it's been, I didn't know anything. It was coming into a completely new, like,
realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I was just curious asking you that because, you know, it is a different world kind of. And I can totally see that because I've seen other people do that too about duck hunting. Like, you know, duck, they're stupid. They'll just you can stand wide in the wide open, but I'm sure you guys have learned that.
Yeah.
It's not so true, you know.
It's not.
And anyways, so John, how'd you get into duck hunting? I know you got your older brother, but don't be afraid to just say what it was. You know, it's just because your older brother likes it doesn't mean you're gonna like everything that he likes, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, just same thing. Just watching yours and Johnny's videos got me really pumped. Love seeing the birds work, and
he was kind of hooked before me.
Really?
I was hooked when he thought it was stupid.
I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, but you know, we got so many hobbies. I wanted to go. I've always wanted to go when I watch you guys' videos and stuff. We got so many hobbies. It's kind of hard to get into.
It is.
Just jump feet first into duck hunting
free.
and get all that stuff. So it's expensive. You know, we already got deer hunting. We do that every year, and that's expensive. And then we recently got bass boats, so we got bass fish, and that's
a money. That's a
a
bottomless
money
pit.
Yeah.
And
so then he was kind of always getting his waders and all that
he's
junk.
getting his stuff ready.
Getting ready. I'm like, well, maybe we should take it slower. We can't go all into it in 1 year, but
kind of creep into it.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna happen, so I started preparing. I was
so
like,
you already had some
someday.
stuff before he did?
Yeah, I had my waders and like.
Is that when you did that review? That wader review, was that actually before you even started duck hunting, or?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Before.
Really? Okay. Well, I don't want to jump ahead and go into that yet. We'll talk about more about your guys' channels here in a minute. But okay, let me ask you. Let me start this one on you, John. What do you like about duck hunting? Don't be afraid to just dive in. Now we're getting guys. We're getting. We've had episodes on here where we talked about the passion for duck hunting. As a 36-year-old guy, Travis was on that episode with me. He's 46, 47. So you heard our perspective of it, but I really wanted to get the next generations what you feel about it. And I know as the longer that you hunt, John and Adam, you guys, these things, what you say, you'll look back and be like, oh, this is what I would have said now, you know. But in your age bracket, what is it that you like about duck hunting so much?
I really like seeing Rocky go after the birds and the birds working in. And I just love ducks. They're just really pretty. I just like shooting them. Really fun. Yeah.
Do you like, now, what's your favorite part of the duck hunt? Like watching the dog work or the birds, or like what is it? Because I mean, that's hard to say.
Yeah, probably the birds cupping in, watching them work. That's nothing better than that.
That's hard not to
it's like setting the hook on a bass. It just don't get no better.
It's just like your heart's pounding. You know that one video I did of that honker hunt? That was really how it feels. When the birds are getting that close, you can hear your breathing and your heart pounding. It's almost like you can hear it in your head. Yeah. I kind of thought that was one of the most realistic descriptions of how it feels right before you squeeze the trigger, you know?
All the shooting fundamentals go out the window at that moment.
Yeah, it all planned.
You don't even put the gun on your shoulder. Your head's off the gun.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what happens. So, Adam, what do you like about, what is it about duck hunting? And like I said, don't be afraid to dive into more detail about it. What do you love about duck hunting? What's your why is it? I'm not gonna say it's your passion. You've never said that. Maybe it is. I don't know, but because I know you do. I know you do some other big game hunting and stuff like that, and we'll get into that more in a little bit. But I mean, what is it that makes you get up in the middle of the night and go out there and hardly not get that good of sleep? I mean, what is it about it that you like so much?
It's kind of hard to say. It's like it's like coyote hunting or anything. It's like you got an interaction kind of with the ducks when you're calling at them, and you'll see them work or get them to come somewhere. Like deer hunting, there's hardly nothing funner than deer hunting. Like spot and stock, it don't get any better than that. But duck hunting is kind of different because you're getting the ducks to come to you. You're not going after them.
Right.
And it's like with coyote hunting too. You're calling them in.
Yeah, it's a good concept.
But it's just another thing like duck hunting and deer hunting. No rush like killing a deer, but with duck hunting, you get that throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get multiple times you can kill 7 ducks.
Right.
When deer hunting, it's like, one time. So
yeah,
just kind of hard to say because I'm not putting down deer hunting. That's one
no,
of
I know
my
you're not.
things,
me.
but
yeah,
it's just in a different way.
Yeah,
you get
because
it more. And you only get 1 deer tag. You get duck hunt
1 year. Yeah,
3 months. It's just more.
Mm-hmm.
More hunting.
And that's what I've tried to explain to some deer hunters, like it's not just a one time, because I deer hunt too. I grew up elk hunting. That was like my dad's biggest thing, and some mule deer hunting too, some whitetail. But that's what I try to explain and tell everybody is, hey, it is that feeling multiple times. Now, am I going to say killing a mallard is the same feeling as killing a record book mule deer? I'm not trying to say that. Now, duck hunting is my passion. So the rush that I get out of it probably is equivalent to someone like that. And I know that's hard for big game hunters to believe that in all reality, but that's just me. And I get a rush out of shooting a big, I'm sure I would. I know I would.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's over.
I do too, but it's like...
It's different.
I don't know. It's different, but it's almost the same. It's the same rush, even though it's just a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Something about it gets your heart pumping.
Seeing their wings cup and...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally different hunts.
Yeah. It just is all the way down to, I don't know. And like you said, you're trying to outsmart them.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to outsmart them.
Yeah.
And they're not easy as people think they are if you've not duck hunted to outsmart.
Not as dumb as they look.
No,
for sure.
They're not. Another thing I've noticed, people don't realize how good they hear too.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been in a pond and heard guys talking?
Oh my goodness. And
yeah.
And sound travels on water too, and like it's a long ways. Mm-hmm. It'll go a long ways.
Yeah.
So they're talking normal, but you can hear every word they're saying.
Yeah. I went with some guys and like, oh, just you don't need to whisper, you don't need to wear face paint or get your face covered. It's like, trust me.
If they can hear your duck call and you're talking normal, then they can hear you.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
No.
So. All right. Now we'll start back with you now, Adam. Do you see yourself doing this long term?
Yeah, probably as long as I can, forever.
Yeah. What about you, John?
Yeah, I hope to keep doing this.
Yeah, because it's.
Sure.
I can't see myself quitting now. It's
too late. It's already caught us.
You're already, the hatch is buried. You're done, huh?
Yep.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Got the disease.
Yep. It is a sickness. Okay, well let's go into the junior hunt now. This is gonna be hard for me and Adam because we didn't get to partake. I never actually got to do a junior hunt. I could have, because when I started hunting I was 15, but Travis actually didn't know about it at that time. But let's get your take on that. Let's talk about that a little bit, John. And since you were one of the juniors out there, how'd the hunt go for you? I mean, what'd you end up shooting? And what'd you think?
Shot my first cinnamon, my first pintail, my first bufflehead, along with another one and a hen, and then I shot a Drake greenwing. It was just crazy. I did not expect that quality birds too.
No. Yeah.
So many pintails.
What'd you think when you shot that cinnamon?
Well, I looked around. I thought it was gonna be like a greenwing or like a shelf or something small. And I looked, and as it was going up, then I seen like red on it. And I started freaking out. So I pulled up my gun. And I shot, and I just about did the Daffy Duck right there.
What move is that? I'm not quite sure what the Daffy Duck is.
Backflips all around the roof.
That would be worthy of a Daffy Duck, I'd say. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me? I haven't saw one of those shoot. I've seen them throughout the last 3 years, but I have not got a chance to pull the trigger on one.
Yeah.
And when I did, they flared up, and I thought, oh, it's just a green wing. And then I seen it going away. I was like, oh.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeah. And then it's too late by then. But he made a good shot on that cinnamon. He barrel rolled, and Rocky brought him back. And my thoughts when the dog's bringing him back is, okay, is this thing going to be messed up? Yeah,
I was pretty scared about that too.
Yeah, I bet. Because, the wing's going to be broken, and we open up. If you guys want, if you're listening to this on the podcast or if you're watching it on YouTube on the MVM Show, you guys got to go watch that junior hunt. It just dropped today around kind of later than normal, 5:30, but it was a great hunt. And, I didn't get all the kills because I don't know if you probably did. You were videoing the whole time.
I got quite a few.
Did you really?
Yeah.
my GoPro died at about, I think it was like 10:30, and we stayed till about 12:30. So I definitely missed some good stuff. But I got his cinnamon on there, and he barrel rolled that thing and fell on. Rocky brought it back, and no broken wings.
Perfect.
It's
in the freezer right now.
Oh man, is that your next one you're gonna mount?
Yeah, I'm
for sure.
Pretty excited.
Yeah, I bet you are. See, I shot that one on the wall over there. I shot that I think that was my freezer for like 2 years. But that's kind of borderline. That's kind of getting scary. Like, you don't want to leave it in there too long. Just to let you know,
Yeah.
Because they start getting a little bit freezer burnt. And a bird like a teal with very small, kind of just throwing this out there to you guys listening too. The skin is very thin for being such a small bird, and it tears easy.
Yeah.
So it makes it kind of tough on the taxidermist. So definitely within the year, if you can, it'd definitely be best. But did you inspect it anymore? Was there any big holes or anything in it? I don't think so, huh?
No, I couldn't see nothing on it.
Yeah.
Scared it to death.
Yeah.
That must have been what it was.
Had a heart attack.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was awesome. So then, your first pintail, how'd that go?
It came in. I didn't even know it was a pintail until I shot, and then it was going down. I got super excited. I put another one in it just in case.
Did you?
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
shot
to remember.
again.
What time of the day was that when you shot that pintail? Was it first thing in the morning?
It was morning. It was the second
yeah.
bird I shot. It was
Okay.
It was still like
I think
before
I
the sun
remember.
was.
It was on the video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so.
It was hard to keep track of who was who and who was shooting what. Everybody had face paint or mask or face paint or something on. I couldn't tell. Me and Rocky were just chucking birds left and right.
I know.
It was like,
You're
oh my
constantly out looking for birds.
goodness. A few times, I mean, just like back. And he was just like, it was pretty cool.
He got his workout.
Really cool.
I wonder if we would have lost. I think we would have lost some birds too.
Oh, I
if we
think
hadn't
so.
had the dog. I had 4 or 5 instances on there where he was in the toolies searching around. So
I've had multiple instances when I'm not with you. Like, man, where's Rocky?
yeah,
And
I
he,
bet.
Yeah.
Bird goes down, he can sniff him out in the toolies,
terrible.
but look like
Yeah.
stone dead.
Yeah. See, when they're stone dead, you're like, okay, at least I have a chance. When it falls in the thick toolies, okay, if I have to walk right on them though.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're still alive, it's almost like kiss
Yeah.
goodbye. Really is. Unfortunately, I hate that too. But
Like that canvas back soared right into the toolies. I was limited. It flew like 10 yards over me.
it was so
I could have
close.
shot it.
I
It
could
was
have
so annoying.
I was telling Thomas, I said I could have stood up and slapped that thing. And my goofy
close.
GoPro wasn't on of all times. Did you get that on video?
Did I show you? I didn't show
Nuh-uh.
you. Oh.
Do you have it?
Oh, I got it.
He got
Oh
it good.
boy,
You're going to want to see that.
I just watched
Oh, my
it
goodness.
hover over me.
bad, huh?
Jeez.
Was it as
Green
low
bird
as it
right
looked
there.
like it was?
It was
I mean,
low.
I know I was sitting
It
right
was
there.
like-
It flew right over my head,
Yeah, it was like
directly over me.
It was
10
like
yards
10 yards
from me.
above us.
Yeah.
It was, oh my goodness.
I couldn't
cried
shoot.
a little bit.
How many shells went off?
I think we
And-
counted like 8 or something, 7 or 8.
Caleb, Taylon, Blaine, and
I don't know, because
Morgan.
wasn't Talon's
I
gun
don't know if
messed up?
Taylor
No,
could have shot that.
I
time.
don't think
No, I don't think
No.
Talon
It was probably
shot
like
at that one.
Gunner and.
Blaine and Morgan.
Were you already limited?
I was
So-
limited. I
so
just
Nathaniel
watched
was
it
too
fly
then.
over me.
Yeah, it was Caleb,
Wonder
Blaine,
if
and
Morgan
Morgan.
shot. He shot
He
too.
did, yeah.
Oh man, what a
How?
bummer. That thing came right at us.
It flew behind us and
it
it
flew
came
over
back
us. I'm like,
around.
Caleb's back. And it went
Yeah.
out, and it turned around. I'm like, Eric, it's straight to us.
Did you notice it never flinched?
What
No.
was he thinking?
Just like
It was,
Bringing home a baby, you bumblebee.
he must have been watching how we were shooting before he flew that way.
He's like,
We're safe.
Losers.
no, seriously, that was crazy. So, what was your perspective on the junior hunt? Because this was your first year. You got to go last year.
Oh, yeah. I got to go last year, and I didn't know what to expect then. And it was just crazy amount of birds, like ridiculous. So I kind of had a better, knew what to expect this time.
Mm-hmm.
Had some mixed feelings watching John bring back that cinnamon. Oh my goodness, I was
bet.
jealous. Last year it was pretty funny because before I could identify birds like at all in the air, and I couldn't pick out hens from drakes.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't. I don't know why. And so you'll probably remember I Scotch doubled on cinnamons and I lost the
remember that.
drake.
Yeah.
I crushed the hen and the drake went down.
Mm-hmm.
I lost the drake cinnamon, and then I was shooting at these 2 blue wings that flew over, and I shot the hen out of the blue wings.
That was you, huh?
Yeah, and then I shot a drake green wing. Of course, I
Oh,
would have had the trifecta.
dude.
I was so
not
mad.
Only, not only would you would have had the trifecta, but the fact that you just, I mean, you danced
Oh.
all around
Yeah.
it.
It was stupid.
Even if you would have just shot one of them, the cinnamon or the blue wing.
I know. It
Because
was,
we think, we kind of think, oh, that, so shooting a blue wing, not that long ago was like unheard of here in the valley, like for years.
It's like a
Travis had
canvas
never
ball.
shot one. Yeah, like I mean, you just don't shoot them, and then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 years ago, they were everywhere, and they weren't as much this year. If you noticed, we weren't seeing as many blue wings, but we still seen them.
I think I might have seen one pass on a junior hunt that we didn't get a shot at.
Yes, I did see one pass by, but as far as the whole season goes, really there wasn't a lot of blue wings this year compared to last year.
Yeah.
But even then, you used to not even see them. Period. Like you wouldn't see them.
Yeah, sandals are more common, right, than blue wings. They're still rare, but like.
Yeah.
I've shot one. It was a hen. Like a group of 20 flared right in front of me, and
you
I
got
didn't
the
know how
hen.
to tell. I just shot
Yeah.
into the group. I got so excited and it dropped.
So you have shot a blue wing hen?
Yeah.
Okay. I did that this
Hen,
year
though.
actually. I mean, I have shot a Drake blue wing.
annoying.
Actually, the first time I ever had a chance to shoot at blue wings, I doubled on Drakes.
Really?
That was cool. Yeah, they came around and flared straight up, and I just dropped both of them. But yeah, since then I haven't. I went to Nebraska and shot like 24
Yeah.
24 what?
They weren't-
24 blue wings.
Blue wings?
Yeah, through the series
Remember
of hunts
teal
over there.
season?
Remember?
Oh.
Early
Oh,
teal.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
all brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
that's
plumed
right.
out, but still, just like I shot
not as-
24 blue wings.
It's not as cool.
That's crazy.
It's
like,
not, but at the same
it's
time, it's
cool.
like I just shot those. I would be flipping out if I was in California, you know. But here, it's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
the
yeah.
normal
If only
thing.
they were plumed out, that would be.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Be handing them out to everybody. Here, you want a mount one?
Oh, yeah.
But so I can see you being a little bit like, I'm happy for you. But
I know. I wish I could have had
Kind of hate you.
one last year when I could identify birds and feel like I'm a little bit better on my shooting.
what do you think
Just-
made that? What is that transition phase? Because I know that's like that for everybody. I kind of remember myself, and I was a lot older, when I could really just like identify well. Like I could see and know when. Usually, I mean, sometimes a cloudy day makes it really hard to
Yeah.
identify drakes and hens. But like, when was it? Do you remember that transitional phase, Adam, to where you could start telling? Because you said you really couldn't tell by junior hunt last year. Was it just being out in the field?
Yeah, I think it's being out there, seeing birds come in, shooting them, and then confirming, you know. You can always say, oh, I think that was this.
Mm-hmm.
But when you shoot it and it goes down, you go identify it. And then watching other videos on bird identification, like I think I watched some of High Prairie Sportsman did that.
Yeah.
And so that's helped too. But like, it was funny because when like the first time I went out with Johnny, we're sitting there and all the way across the pond, you see this bird flying. He's like, oh, that's a widgeon, or oh, that's a pintail. I'm like, how do you even know that?
Like, you don't
It's
believe
that
him,
far.
huh?
I'm
We
like,
got home. We're like, we don't think he knew. We're like, there's
I'm
no
like,
way.
he just must be getting bird happy or something. How can you do that? Or he'll be sitting there and he'll be like, oh, did you hear that widgeon? I'm like, no, I didn't hear anything, but I didn't know what to listen for.
Right.
So I couldn't
Yeah.
hear anything. But now I'm sitting there setting up decoys. I'm like, oh, did you hear that? Did you hear what that was?
And you're doing the same thing now.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
We're
being
gonna-
out there.
I know he's
going
gonna listen to this, so Milton, we're gonna pull you in some way or another. It may not be today or tomorrow, but it'll be sometime within the next 100 years. We'll get him in.
Someday.
Hey, you know, Big Johnny too was the same way. He thought it was goofy and everything, and now he's about as bad as everybody else is.
He's a guide, too.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a big game guy. Okay, so you guys both have channels, YouTube channels, and you guys film your hunts. John, what made you get into that and do that, and kind of talk about that a little bit and what the name of your channel is and all that?
You and Johnny watching you guys' videos, and not only for the people, but like just to have it for memory, like to watch back over in a couple years. It's really cool. I get to see the kill shots and stuff. Just
Yeah.
really cool. My channel name's Whacking and Stacking Outdoors, so check that out. But yeah, pretty much just watching you guys and for the memories.
Yeah. Now, Adam, you have a channel as well, and you guys both do a good job editing and stuff like that. I mean, kind of talk about your channel a bit, like what you do, and
Well, like
bit
I
about it.
started out by I think I had a YouTube video up before I even knew you guys had a channel or were doing that. I did a spoon making video.
oh,
So
yeah,
that's how
right.
that's how I kind of got into the YouTube.
What about the hydro
thing.
dipping thing too? Was that after?
Yes, that was
Okay,
the
I'll
next
let you
one.
talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I did the spoon one because right then I was watching videos on making spoon stuff. I'm like, well, I'll show the way that I do it.
Out of what?
Out of just like I started off. Actually, me and Clayton were watching this guy in Alaska. Forget the guy's name. He went there for like how many years was it, John?
Wasn't it like 3 or 4 years by himself?
Yeah, he was up in Alaska by himself. He's like a 50-year-old guy.
Hmm.
And I'm getting off topic, but he
No, go ahead.
But he ended up like building this cabin out of like just hand tools, and he ended up carving the spoon. And so me and Clayton were watching, and we're like, man, if he can do that with a hatchet, we can do that with all our power tools we got in the shop. So we went out and fiddled around there and made a spoon. So then I thought, well, I'll make a video showing how I do that. Made the video. And then you guys, somebody commented, it might have been Johnny on my video, found it somehow. And I'm like, okay, checked out his channel. And I saw you comment on his. I checked out your channel. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. I think you were just starting bass fishing videos, like on the river. You hadn't even done duck hunting yet.
Right,
and
yeah,
so
yeah. I forgot
it
about
was
those.
like
Those
before then.
Those are bad.
So yeah, then I'm like, well, that's pretty cool watching their videos. I'm like, well, I can document my
did
stuff.
Did subscribe mean anything to you at that time?
Not really. I remember I'm like, I put my videos out. I'm like, man, I got 7 subscribers. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So there's 7 people watching my videos.
Yeah, right.
And,
which is not really about. It's not. Those are the only ones watching it.
Yeah.
Because didn't you get a lot of views on that spoon video?
The spoon one's up to almost 1,000 now or something.
But
But the hydro dipping, I don't know what happened. It just went to like 20-some thousand or something.
Or is it even more than that now?
I thought it was like up in the 40s.
That's what I
It
thought.
might be
You probably even know
50.
that. I
No, I haven't
Somehow
been keeping track.
it suggested to me on YouTube the other day, and I was like, "Wow, that thing's going." But that video has been on there for how long now?
It's
There might not have been a lot of videos on that at the time. Maybe that's why it took off or something.
maybe not. But that's
That was
kind
pretty
of
cool.
how I got into it. And then watching your guys', I'm like, well, I can make my fishing videos and stuff. And then I started, I think the first trout fishing video I made
Up in
was
X12.
in X12 when we were deer hunting. And I like didn't even do any talking. I did like a 3-second intro.
Yeah,
We're fishing today. And then went into the fishing
yeah,
because I didn't like talking. I still don't like talking
Yeah.
in front of the camera. It's kind of hard, but I'm getting more used to it.
yeah.
So there was like hardly any talking, and then got into duck hunting, and then recently put up the deer hunting videos.
Mm-hmm. Those are really good, by the way. If you guys like big game hunting, you got to go check out Grinding It Out and see. He got drawn for this once in a lifetime. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, once in a
Tag
lifetime.
for a zone here in California, and I mean, they're incredible footage you got. Honestly, do you guys have a what's that called? The thing that goes on a spotting scope. What's that attachment?
Scope. Yeah, phone scope.
Phone scope. So you obviously had
Yeah.
that. Those are really cool.
Yeah,
Those help a lot.
that was it. Made the video because I wouldn't
Yeah.
have had
Right.
much of a video without it.
Yeah. So that was really
That's
cool.
how incredible.
It was
Think
tough
about that
watching
all the
those
time.
bucks walk away
I bet.
because they just have one little flaw on them, like no eye guards, or he's only 3 on that side.
Yeah. So the spoon, you had the spoon video, and then you did the hydro dipping video. What
Mhm.
was your first video, John?
It was hydro dipping. I
It
think
was
it's
hydro-
got almost 1,500 views now.
Yeah. And I can't remember what you guys hydro dipped in that.
It was a little like
Airsoft
tumbler,
gun.
like
Oh,
he
that's
did
right.
the airsoft gun. I
That's
did like
right.
a little Yeti
Okay.
tumbler.
I was trying to think of my first video the other day. What's funny is I think I've had, if I remember right, I've had a channel since 2007 or something.
Been quite a while.
Like a long
Okay.
time. It was just called Titus Headings.
Yeah,
It wasn't really a channel. Like I didn't do it for that. I put it like a helicopter video or something like that. Just a little
Crop dusting or something.
yeah, crop dusting or something like that. Just a couple, nothing special, and I wasn't really trying to do anything out of it. I just threw them up there.
yeah. Just
Like you
putting them
said,
on.
to me,
It was just
I wasn't like subscribed to anybody. I just randomly
Yeah.
go on there and search like how to fix something. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm watching these people's video every single week like we do
Yeah.
now.
yeah,
It's weird how it's kind of evolved, you know.
yeah,
But
crazy.
do you now? What do you see yourself, John, long term for YouTube? I haven't even asked myself this question. I'm just curious what you think about it. Is it just something you probably do as a young guy, and then as you
Yeah.
grow older, you probably just kind of fade away, or what do you think?
I hope to keep doing it. It's kind of a pain to edit. I take a while to put them out, but it's really fun. I'll
Yeah.
probably keep doing it just for the memory's sake.
And that's a good point because I think some people think it's just kind of just young guys are just out there doing it just to be whatever. But we're doing it. If you're doing it for the memory
Yeah.
and you're doing it to save that memory, why would you not keep doing it?
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing it to try to become famous or make money, you might as well not even start a channel because that's
Yeah.
just
Good
just
luck.
don't. Yeah, good luck. Don't think about that. Don't worry
Yeah.
about that. You know, Because I never did that too. Like I said, Johnny was doing it before I was, like you said.
Yeah.
I remember me and Johnny talking about it. He'll have to listen to this and verify this, because I remember us talking about it, and I don't know if neither one of us had done it, but I said, you know what, I'm doing it. I remember telling Thomas, I'm doing it, because I watched some other channels and I was like, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like what? And which it doesn't even matter if you can or if they can do it and you can. It's like, if you want to
like,
save the memory,
thought of that.
Yeah, why haven't I thought about doing that?
That's kind of how it was when I watched your guys' fishing videos and stuff, and then you got into the duck hunting.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, may as well do my fishing videos. Why not?
And man, I
get a
GoPro.
GoPro.
It's
cool watching it.
It's like a home video. You know, you go back and watch years later, and like, man, that was a good memory. And you talk about it, you laugh about it.
Oh yeah.
Thomas, when I was over there, we worked out tonight. Right before you guys got here, I just got back, and I was looking. We watched that junior high was premiering, so he watched it, and I was kind of answering comments and stuff in there on the live feed, and he's like, click, 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 and all of a sudden that honker hunts up, and we start watching that, and we're just talking about it, and we were getting all pumped. I was like, he's all, eat that, because killing honkers is just like a gratifying, satisfying thing, because they're so hard to hunt.
When they hit the ground, too,
and then they just hit the ground, and they're just just boom, and then they're so smart. So we were just reliving that memory right before we were doing this podcast, and it's like, that's why you do it. That's why I do this.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
I think I've only killed 2 honkers.
2 honkers. Now you've been hunting. Is this full season wise? Is this your second or first full season? Where you consider full?
This is my first considered full, but I hunted like 3 or 4 times last year.
That's full. I mean, if you're going as much as you can, you're allowed to go. That's you got to base it on that.
Yeah.
Next year he'll be going more too, because I can actually take him. This year was having problems
because you hadn't turned 18 yet, right?
Yeah,
when did you
turned 18, but I still had my junior license.
Oh,
so they were giving me all kinds of problems with. I can't take him because I got the junior license.
Oh man,
yeah, that was a bummer.
So
I was looking forward to you going a bunch this year, because I knew you had turned 18, but then Talon had told me you guys were having some serious problems.
Yeah,
that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Did you show them your license too and say, "Hey, I'm 18"?
Yeah. Called Fish and Game.
Really?
Yeah, I even called.
What'd they say?
They said no.
Really?
Listen, I can get myself on. If you're over 16 or 16 or over, you can get yourself on if you have a junior license. Like you can go out by yourself.
Right.
But you can't get more juniors on. Just because you have a junior hunting license, you're hunting as a junior. But then when I come for the junior hunt, then I can't get on because I'm 18 years old.
Oh, right.
They go by age,
so
not the
technically you should have been able to hunt.
Technically, because I have a junior license.
Did you try?
Yeah, I asked the lady. I'm like, well, I may as well check,
Yeah.
And she's like, nope, it don't make any sense. If you have a junior hunting license and you're 18, you can't get juniors on. You're hunting as a junior that year, but then come the junior hunt, you can't.
Not though.
You can't get on.
It still does not make sense. Just set it and leave it.
Yeah.
Either way, you can or you can't. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is about that junior license, they change that every year.
Yeah.
They're saying next year that the junior's gonna be 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and that's it. I'm like, ooh, I feel sorry for those guys that are 17 thinking they're gonna go again.
I know.
Still got a couple years.
Yeah, you're good for a little bit.
Lower and lower.
I know, but see, they've done that before, and then they change it back. So I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Hopefully they just leave it.
Yeah.
But okay, and this is something on a little bit more personal level. I know you're younger, John. I'll ask you first. Give you some time to think about Adam. But what is your intentions? And it could change over the years. Mm-hmm. But what's your intentions after school? What do you got? What do you want to be? What do you want to do? Like kind of that situation.
Want to be a lineman.
Okay.
And yeah, it's probably where I want to work. And then, like I said, I hope to keep up this YouTube thing. And yeah, don't know what else to say, but that's probably where I want to work.
That's your goals right now.
Yeah.
So just out of high school, you think you'll just head up to the school and start hitting it?
Go to lineman college.
Right on. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Adam?
Well, don't really got any definite plans yet. I still got a little bit. I'm going to be graduating this year. But right out of high school, I'm going to try and get on at Hiring Hall, PG&E, and just start putting in for like Fresno, Merced, all that places. That's what I'm thinking right now. And then if I get hired on, that'd be cool. Or if I get hired on, I can be working toward my degree, taking like night classes and stuff. So constantly working toward a degree, maybe by the time I'm like 25 or so. And then like I recently went to Wyoming this year, so I'd like to get a job to where it would let me have the time off each month so I could go guide for a month out of the year for mule deer. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be like ideal, but
I mean, if you did work for PG&E, it seems like you could possibly maybe pull that off.
I think you could. Three
if you
weeks
saved,
out of the
especially
year.
a single guy, you could save up that vacation time.
Yeah,
and maybe do that.
Yeah, at least for a while.
I know some other guys that have done that even as hiring haul too.
Really?
Taking off like a 1 month period.
Yeah. 1 month a year, and then.
Yeah. So now talking about, you're saying guiding. What did you do last year? Did you do some? You did some guiding, right?
I was a guide helper, basically a spotter, and I would go out. Me and Talon would take turns, like sitting behind the spotter and communicating with the guys that are in on the stock, and then we would take turns. Like one would do that, or one would go on the stock and actually be helping out on that and helping load things. And then we're basically out doing everything as just a guide's helper. And then I was hoping to be able to go to that guide school this year.
When is that? What month is that?
It's in July. So.
Oh, the cat's gonna join us. Just ignore it.
So that's in July. I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna work or not. We're gonna be figuring that out here in the next couple of weeks. But
you don't know exactly. You said you don't know what month it is.
It's July.
It is July.
July into August, and
but
then
that depends on PG&E kind of.
Well, it depends on me and Talon. We're gonna go.
Oh, that's right. But he's not going now.
He's got the lineman college, and that interferes with that. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive back by myself or get a plane ticket or how that's gonna work.
What about Barney or Johnny?
They're not going back till September.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
for the actual
school.
season.
So how long is that guide school?
It's exactly a month.
Exactly a month.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole month of July, basically from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, like July 7th or something like that into August 4th or 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to have under your belt, though, for sure.
It would be really cool.
Yeah.
And it's something I got hooked on that too. Is think about it all year. It's cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I bet you that's a great feeling. Get someone in on maybe their first buck, or maybe just record book. Yeah. I mean, tell us a little bit about that. I know what kind of size bucks did you guys shoot this year? You guys shot some monsters, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like they're known for their big bucks. It's like world class kind of. I think. I don't know. I'm obviously rookie going back there.
Yeah, but you know what a big deer looks like. You guys have been around your whole life.
Yeah, we shot multiple 180s, 190s, one bucks.
Those are big boys.
It was big ones. It was nothing like I've ever seen, because we went out with Barney I think the day we got there, and went out for an evening just kind of before the hunters actually got in. He was kind of showing us what we were going to do and spotting some bucks. And so we went out for an evening and spotted, I don't know, I think we spotted a couple 170s or 80s just in an evening. Like nothing you'd ever do here in California.
No problem.
It was just insane. Like I spotted this buck. I'm like, hey, look at this one, Barney. He's like, oh, don't even look at that one. I'm like, really? And then a couple minutes later, he's like, look at this one. Oh, okay. I see.
That's why.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Wow.
The bucks.
That's
non-typical. It's
what's the name of that outfit?
Non-typical outfitters.
Non-typical outfitters. I'll have to try to on the video form of the podcast. If you have to send me some of those pictures, and I'll throw them up on there in the video podcast so people can see how big. You got some of those, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So we'll throw that up on the channel. Guys, if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, the MVM Show. If you're listening on iTunes, please give us a review and a rating on this. And these guys are the next generation of duck hunters. I do believe, I mean, they've grown up, their dad has grown them up in fishing and hunting and stuff like that. So you'd send your guys' nature, your blood. You guys love it. You desire it. You're passionate about it. Really about anything. If we can go hunt it and eat it, we're going to go out there and do it. That's just how we were raised. And it's good to be around the next generation of guys down below us that are going to keep this alive and keep it going and support it. And, let me close with this thought. Also, first, let me say this. We want to say a big thank you to our sponsor, one of our sponsors, Eukanuba Dog Food, has great dog food for really any dog. I mean, mine's a duck hunting dog. He's a black lab, Rocky. It's 30-20 blends. What I feed him is 30% protein, 20% fat. It just gives the dog what he needs to get the job done. And really, it just also what's in it too. What I really like it is it has glucosamine and chondroitin in it, which is for dogs' joints. And if you've noticed, a lot of times on dogs, the first thing that go is their joints. They get kind of all bowed up and stuff. So check them out. And then also Old Town Kayaks, Old Town Canoe. Great, giving us some kayaks and some gear, and we appreciate them for everything they do. Let's close out with this thought. What does being ethical mean to you, Adam? I know that's a tough question on the spot.
It's a tough question, but quick, clean, efficient kill, like doing your best to respect the animal. That's a tough one.
Yeah. I know I put you guys on the spot there.
Yeah.
No, but you answered it right off the bat.
Just
I mean,
quick,
I'm sure we can go in more
clean,
detail.
ethical.
Yeah, you said quick, clean, kill. You know, respecting the animal. You pretty much said it.
Well
Yeah.
practiced.
Anything you want to add to that, John?
No, pretty much just the same thing as quick, clean kills.
Yeah. And so
Nobody likes wounding animals. It's
no. I mean, if you do, you got something a little off.
Yeah.
You know, you got a couple screws.
problems.
You got problems. Well said,
Yeah.
John. So
nobody tries to. I mean,
no.
had bad situation with my deer, obviously this year.
Mhm.
Made some unethical shots on that.
Well, when you
But-
say unethical, do you mean unethical as in you shouldn't have took the shot, or you just mean it was just a bad shot? Because there's a difference there.
It was a bad shot. You know, you think you're practiced up,
Right.
like you're hitting a 10-inch plate all day at 500 yards and you're good, but you're not practicing for that stinking 400 yard run,
Yeah.
and then your adrenaline's pumping. I don't know. And plus the deer was rutting, so he's constantly moving. Maybe we could have got closer. Something just hard to say, but it's learning experience.
Mhm.
You learn
Right.
from, things you could have done different,
Mhm.
and always just trying to be a better hunter and pushing for that ethical kill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just trying to get better.
Well said. Well said. Well, guys, thanks for coming on and coming over here this evening and joining me on this podcast. It was a pleasure having you
Thanks
guys.
for having us over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Been wanting to have you guys over for a while. Got a lot more guys and friends and buddies and that I need to get over here and do this with. So I appreciate you guys kind of coming over on the spur of the moment deal, and
Yeah.
hope you guys do okay in this off season and don't cry too many tears on your pillow like I'm gonna
I've
been
already
doing.
cried a couple.
I cried so hard my beard fell off. I don't even know what happened, and then this double chin popped out. I said that is exactly why I don't shave my beard, because of my double chin. So it's still there. Every year I shave it off and think it's gonna be gone. It's still hanging out, so literally. But anyways, now I don't know. Beard is a man's glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna grow a beard one day, John? If you can,
Yeah. Hopefully.
100%.
I can.
I could see you being Grizzly Adams.
Big old jet black.
Just a gnarly beard. What about you, Adam? You see yourself having a beard one day?
Yeah. Hopefully I got enough Portuguese in me to
Yeah.
get a pretty good
Hey,
beard
those
going.
boys, man, can grow like that. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you on the next one.